Hello Jitterbugs! Hi, if you don't already know me, my name's Rachel. This channel is all about embracing your natural beauty. It's makeup to make you look like you. The jitter of the day is a super simple almond milk latte with vanilla. As always, we start drinking our jitter with a little dance. We love flowers on this channel. The flower of the day is a rose. A fun flower fact is that's my middle name. No, just kidding, it actually is my middle name. But the fun flower fact is there are over 4,000 songs written about roses. Just in time for Valentine's Day. Keeping with the Valentine's Day theme, we are doing a Valentine's Day themed makeup tutorial today. If you're like me, I don't have a Valentine, but truth is I did this makeup look on accident recently and I thought it would be cute for Valentine's Day, so this is what we're doing. If that's something you're interested in, keep on watching. Okay, so we are going to start with this MAC Fix Plus Bronze Light Spray, which I'm not even sure if they make anymore, but it is a variation of the MAC Fix Plus. We're gonna use that as one of our primers today. If you haven't seen me before on this channel, we do often use more than one product to prep the skin as a primer because I have oily skin. And one of the things you know if you have oily skin is that sometimes makeup doesn't stay on and it's really annoying. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna let that set a little bit. Next, I'm gonna take this Clinique Pore Refining Solutions. So this isn't really a primer to keep your makeup on, it's just a pore minimizer, which if you have oily skin like me, you need. So tell me guys, how is your 2021 treating you? We have about 1 month in. It's been kind of crazy, but I wanna hear you guys' thoughts. As you can see, this is pretty good at filling in the pores. And it does last all day. Next, I'm gonna use this Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten foundation powder thing to set everything. So what are you guys' Valentine's Day plans? Let me know. I don't have a Valentine, I'm gonna be sitting at home, but I can celebrate with a fun makeup look. So even though this is like a date nighty fun Valentine's Day thing, we're still going to try to look natural-ish. So I have this Bye Bye Foundation by IT Full Coverage Moisturizer. So it's like a tinted moisturizer kind of thing. This is the version for oily skin, but they have versions for dry skin. I think it is targeted more to kind of more mature skin, which tends to be drier, but not always. So there definitely is that out there if your skin type is not oily. And if your skin type is not oily, I'm very jealous because oily skin is a lot of maintenance. But anyways, so we're just going to put that everywhere and avoid the under eye area. If you want to, because this is still pretty neutral, like you can use it on the other eyes, but I'm not going to. As you can see, the pore minimizer hasn't really moved around. That's my issue with a lot of like the professional primer is that once I put like makeup or something over it, like gets everywhere. As you can see, the pores are pretty filled in. I like this a lot and it's not cakey or anything looking. So next, I'm going to use a Shape Tape concealer. Where is my... So this is going to be in the shade Light Medium Beige. So that is my skin tone, which is light medium, but beige because that's cool tone, which will counteract dark circles. So we're just going to, do a little bit there. And then a little bit here. And a little bit here. And we're going to blend all this in, like in a tapping motion. I'm also going to add a little bit of this concealer to the bridge of my nose. Just sort of like a light contour. See, my nose is slightly crooked, but that's okay. With a little bump on it here. We're just going to do like that. Add a little bit to the forehead. And here. So normally this would be done when I contour, but I'm actually going to contour today using a powder. But I'm going to highlight using a concealer, which is something you definitely can do. I'm not going too light on the concealer because you don't want a concealer that's like so light that it's hard to blend in or that it's obvious. Because always the goal, like even if you're wanting to be glam, is to still feel like you and let your natural beauty shine. So next we're gonna do brows. I have my trusty dusty Florence by Mills, I can't talk, clear brow gel. I have other clear brow gels, I just don't know where they are. That's why I keep using this in every video if you've been watching, but it's pretty good. And I really like the small brush here because I feel like it helps to get like each individual hair and it makes a brow look fluffier without being too much. Next, I'm going to just like powder my face everywhere. I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape translucent powder. Next, I'm actually going to use a bronzer. Yeah, I'm going to take this NARS Laguna Bronzer. This is a hilariously small size. This was the birthday gift that I got at Sephora, I think, last year. I do have a full-size version. I don't know where it is. And we're going to use that as bronzing. And I like this because it's very natural looking, but you can definitely tell it has an effect. It's not like you're not wearing anything on. Not like you don't have anything on, you know, because sometimes you do your makeup so natural it looks like nothing happened. We don't want that either. So I use a big fluffy brush and just like in circular motions, kind of bronze the face. So it's similar to contouring because you hit the same areas like cheekbones and head and forehead and stuff like that. But it's just more of an overall glow that incidentally helps to chisel the face. It isn't like contouring, which is just heavily outlining the cheekbones essentially to make your face look more sculpted. So they're similar, but you can put a little on the nose on top of here. Next, I'm taking some powder contour today. I'm taking actually this NYX contour palette, and this is actually really cool because it has this red shade that could be a bronzer, this shade. These two shades are more cool toned for like natural contouring. This is like a darker shade for even deeper contouring. And these are highlighting shades that can also be used as like eyeshadow and stuff. Well, they all could. So I'm going to take like an angled brush, dip it in one of these, and just contour like here. Because we always contour on this channel, contouring is magic. But we are not going to overdo the contouring, or rather we're not going to do contouring as heavily as we usually do because we already bronzed, which has some contouring effect. And then that way it just doesn't look too heavy, you know? But what about you guys? Do you like contouring? Do you like bronzing better? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments. So now we're gonna do a blush. We're going to do a bright pink blush, keeping with our Valentine's Day theme. I have this Tarte Amazonian Clay blush here in the shade Natural Beauty. It's pretty like hot pink. Kind of hot pink, like a dark pink. So I'm gonna take a brush and just put it on the cheeks. And that really does warm up the face. And we can put a little on the forehead too to kind of blend everything together. Blend it in with the contour if you want. Put a little bit on the nose. That was easy. So then we're going to do brows. I'm going to add a couple of brow hairs in the front. So I like to start with a brow gel to hold the brows in place and then kind of just like work from there. This is my NYX Professional Brow Pencil in Ash Brown. So we're going to define the brow here and add a couple of hairs. So we're gonna do that at the front of the brow. I'm gonna comb everything out. Actually gives the brow like a big bold look, and you can see better where the brow needs to be filled in. My brows are microbladed, but it's faded a little bit, and also I feel like there's always gonna be bald spots. Next, I'm gonna take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Taupe Brow Powder Duo. So as you can see, this is like a really light powder. I'm gonna take the lightest one. You're gonna be surprised like how much this shows. So as you can see, like it looks lighter in the brow, but once it blends in with the other brow hairs and the darker pencil, it's gonna look great. So I'll put that pretty much everywhere, even a little bit in front, just to like tie everything together and add a little bit more fullness. But what do you guys do on your brows? Do you guys like powder, pencil, pomade? Do you guys like a natural brow look? Do you guys like a bold brow look? Let me know. So next is eyes. I'm going to use my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I like this primer a lot. This one and the Fenty Beauty one are gonna be my favorites. But there are a lot of good ones out there. Which eye primer is your favorite? Let me know in the comments. I'm actually gonna take this powder we used earlier just to set the primer before I go in with eyeshadow, as it helps it last longer. I do have a tutorial on how to make your eyeshadow last all day that I'll also link down below, but I don't need this to last all day. Then we're gonna curl the lashes, of course. This is really important so your lashes can stick up all the way, so the mascara isn't doing the work of also lifting your lashes. It can just focus on making it look fuller. So tell me guys, what's your favorite flavor of latte? Let me know in the comments. Do you like vanilla, hazelnut, both? Cinnamon, caramel? I can like all of them depending on my mood. Okay, so we are going to use my super beat up Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, which is a classic. I like this palette because it has a lot of pinks, which are perfect for Valentine's Day. So we're going to start with the shade Tempera and put that all over the lid. So next we're going to start out with this Buon Fresco light purple color, and we're going to start out with that in the crease. Kind of like define the eye and kind of set the tone for the eyeshadow look. This is a really pretty, really pigmented light purple color that honestly could be fine on its own. I love this palette because it blends in super well. I don't know what it is, like anytime I take a picture, like it looks great. Like this palette is a secret for me being photogenic, which sometimes for me is pretty hard. Don't know if you can relate. Like you either look at yourself in the mirror and you feel like you look okay and you take a picture, you're like, oh God, yeah. This palette helps prevent that, it's really good. I'm gonna take this color, Venetian Red. See, that's pretty pigmented. And then we're gonna blend that out, blend that into the crease. See how easily this blends out, even though I accidentally used too much, like it's fine. Do you see how like the red and the purple kind of blend together to make kind of like a hot pink look? See, as you can see, this is already starting to like fade out naturally and look pretty good. This is why I feel like this look is great for beginners, because the shadow works so well and it's so easy to blend. Okay, like whoa, right? Okay, so we're gonna take this Cyrus Umber, this like dark shade in the palette, just dip the brush in there, same brush is fine, and do the outer corner to kind of like smoke it out and bring it all together and kind of like cut that crazy pink with some brown. Oh, that looks cool. And just like blend with circular motions. Okay, so since it got a little dark again, I'm gonna take this color Love Letter and put it a little bit to kind of balance everything out. Then I'm gonna take Vermeer and just kind of like a shimmery color and put it in my inner corners. So because this eyeshadow look is kind of like big and bold and heavy, we're gonna do like a brown liner. I have this Pillow Talk eyeliner, which is kind of like a reddish brown, as you can see. Line the upper and lower lids, and we can do the waterline too. I usually don't like to line my waterline, but you know, well, today I'm in the mood for it. And it's kind of cool, it all ties together. A little bit on the lower lid here, and the other eye. So as you can see, this looks kind of cool, sultry, but it's not super over the top because the liner is pretty neutral, kind of like a reddish brown. And we're not doing like fake lashes or anything. So we're just gonna do a couple of coats of my favorite Essence mascara, literally $5 at the drugstore, and it's amazing. And also on the lower lashes, just a little bit. So lips is last. So we're actually not going to do like the liquid lipsticks with the balm at the end that I normally do from the drugstore. We're going to do a normal lipstick. So I'm sharpening right now. You can see I didn't really prepare. I'm going to take my lip sheet by Charlotte Tilbury, and I think this is in Pillow Talk 2 Medium, line my lips. And go ahead and like add stuff here. There's no need to fill in the lip entirely with lip liner because you don't want it to get too cakey and dry, but this helps place the lipstick. Next, I'm going to take Kat Von D lipstick in the shade Vampira. It looks like this, but we're going to just do a little bit of it. And like blend that out. Okay. So as you can see, it looks way more natural on the lips than it did in the lipstick tube, because we kind of just used a little bit and like moved it around. And it is actually a pretty dry formula. As you can see, like it's totally fine. But since my lips are a little dry, I'm going to finish off with some lip balm. So this makes it look like kind of like a bit like a berry lip tint more than anything else. And I mentioned before in my videos, but I have this weird thing on my lip. I was born like that. I'm just weird. Don't mind me. And this is the finished look, guys. So kind of pink and sultry, but also not too heavy. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye, guys.